Hey, good afternoon, folks. This is Shane G here, also known as Geronimo. As you can see by my League of Legends name. So if you're ever looking for me, you can find me out there. You know who I am. And then you get a feel for the type, well, one, my type of gameplay and just a little bit about my character and who I am as a person. What I'd like to do, so this is my first League of Legends stream that I'm doing, and a little bit of a backstory so that everybody knows and we can get off on the right foot. I am actually a minister. I'm the senior pastor and founder of Disc Golf and Faith, so I play a lot of disc golf. I'm also a worship leader here in Georgia. I live in Georgia on the East Coast, so awesome. And so I enjoy doing music. So I play guitar and other instruments as well. And I have a little music studio here at my house. So do a little recording and other things. So I'll be posting some stuff up with worship as well as some other songs, and not just worship songs, but you know, secular songs, if you will. I like some good old classic rock and roll. As long as the lyrics and everything are appropriate, I definitely don't mind playing it and singing it. But with that, I'm starting to get into streaming, or not streaming, but recording some games and post them out there just because there are people like me that don't play at a level of some of these other folks, and you just want a simple, basic playing style. You can also look at my play style as maybe a way of not to play. I can show you how not to do it. So some of you that are really good at these games, especially the one we're doing today, League of Legends, you might be cringing at my play style, but understand I just don't have any formal training and so forth. So hey, if anyone, you main folks out there, want to help me out a little bit and help me get better, I would be open to that. But in the meantime, we'll just go through this and you'll go through my journey with me. With that, just a couple shout outs because I want to share a little bit. I watch YouTube and it's really my go-to when I look at things. So when we talk about gaming, and I look at a little bit of everything because I'm an outdoors type of guy. So I love playing sports, and I've played at a very high level in my career. I will talk about that on another day. I love basketball, I love disc golf, but I'm a little old now and so forth, so I don't do those things. On a side note, I've also spent a long time in the military, so I'm a 26-year military veteran. I've been in a long time. And I say that because here in League of Legends, a lot of these gamers think they know everything, and some of them know quite a bit and about tactics, but I know military tactics. And so when I come into these games with the military tactic mindset and I try to do things, it's a little different than how some of these players are seeing it. And it's not saying they're wrong. We're just on a different playing field, an understanding of how to be tactical or how to be sneaky or how to hit choke points. And as playing this game, I understand a lot of that, but if you're not aligned, that can lead to toxicity in here, and League of Legends is naturally just a toxic environment. It hasn't been as of late. It's been actually pretty good, and it's been pretty well controlled, so I've been grateful for that. But I do get games once in a while where there are just people that get unhinged, and it's hard to deal with them. It's hard for me to stomach it. So share that with you. So if you're one of those guys that are watching me out there and know that you happen to get unhinged and fly off the rails from time to time, know that you make it unpleasant for people like me to play when I'm just trying to have a good time and be a good, respectful person out there. Now, a little shout outs what I started to do gaming. So Fogged, he is my go-to. Him and TC Swag, these guys I watch all the time. I love their play style. I love how they teach. Fogged is a Trend main, so Trendamir is his guy, but he plays great with all characters, and I like how he teaches. So I'm going to talk through what I'm thinking when I'm playing today. Definitely would like some feedback from you guys if you think I could be better or if you can help me in that. But other than that, I'm just here having fun. I'm not trying to go pro. I'm not trying to show out. I'm just being me out here having a good time. Congrats on the pregnancy, Fog. I know you guys have been trying for a while, so good luck to you, man. If I'm not mistaken, I think you're in Texas, so you're a little ways away, but every once in a while I go out to Texas to do military stuff. So maybe one day we can tag up. Other gaming guys, Trevor Martin, dude, he is my guy. I watch Trevor Martin all the time. I know you're in Florida, man. I would love to tag up with you at some point, but Dude, I love it when you get into character. I love to watch your games. You got a cool vibe about you. Keep doing what you're doing. I like your series. Definitely when you get into basketball and baseball and you do that, do the day in the life in those games. And then I like your other games that you do on Steam, like the car dealership game or Sunset Hotel. I watch all those games. I love watching you play them, and it helps give me ideas and games that I like to get into, which I'll be streaming as well at a very low level because you're definitely a lot more skilled at playing than I am. And then Game Edged. I've been starting to watch his stuff as of recently. I really like what he does. It's very similar to Trevor Martin, but he just kind of talks through things. He doesn't get into character like Trevor, but he does go into depth what he's doing and why he's doing it and the game. So Game Edged, keep doing what you're doing, man. Outdoors, I love Outdoor Boys, Corporal's Corner, Camping with Steve, and then basketball. Love T-Jazz, love Friga. These guys are awesome. Dante Friga, if any of you guys ever look on their YouTube, look at their stuff. I love their content. I'm not big on the profanity spot. I actually commented on one of the videos recently that Friga lost in one of his challenges, and I felt that the person he lost to wasn't playing good basketball. He legitimately lost, but still, it didn't help by the person playing illegitimate basketball. I think the outcome would have been different. And we can talk about more why I think that, but let's just say that I played basketball at a very high level in my youth, which I know Fogged also plays basketball. He's kind of tall. I'm not. I'm 6'1" with shoes on, but I know Fogged is a little bit taller than I am. Food, Guga, love the steak guy. Man, this guy is awesome. I think he's in Florida as well. I'd love to meet up with him if I could. I did a little bit of culinary school early in my life, so I'd love to cook. And Old Cool Kevmo. Love it when he does his food prep and cook. He does it at the sorority house. I watch your videos all the time, man. So good on you. And then disc golf. Spent a lot of time playing disc golf. Had a little bit of a break as of late, but as a worship minister and the senior pastor and founder of Disc Golf and Faith, I really do like them. My favorite players are Ricky Wysocki and Calvin Heimberg. And then Braden Sides and Henry Tabor. I know both Braden and Henry. I've played with Henry several times, and his dad. Definitely enjoy those guys. So that there are some people to look out for if you're into that thing. So in my channel, you'll be finding a mixture of all that stuff. So I'm not just settling with one type niche. So hopefully you folks will come out and have a good time and just watch what I have to put out there. Say hi to me once in a while. Subscribe, like, go out. And then my wife, she's a professional artist. She has over 100,000 followers on Instagram. I do online reviews as kind of a hobby. I'm close to about 17 million views on my online reviews on Google reviews. But figured I'd just get in here and do a little bit of YouTube and just share some of the things that I enjoy doing when I'm not outside. But and then some things I'll have on here that I do when I am outside. But other than that, let's get into the game. All right, so we got League of Legends here. We're going to get into Summoner's Rift. I know a lot of the players don't show this page. I really don't care. We'll see. Hopefully there's no hazing or anything out there. You can see I'm a really low level. I'm level 18. I'm starting over again. So I played a lot in seasons 1 through 4. I got as high as gold. It kind of trickled into the platinum. I think there were some times that I probably played close to like a diamond elo, but I think platinum is about the highest I got. And then I took a break a long time because obviously we're several seasons later, but I got out of it because it just got too toxic, too many cursing, too many people hazing and rage quitting and just making the game unfun. As of recently, I was playing, I had like 3 or 4 losses in a row on this account, and all 4 games in a row, everybody wanted to quit. 2 of those games we came back and won, even though everybody wanted to quit. And I will never want to quit. I just play through and suck it up and move on. Kind of a military mentality. So I'm not a fan of quitting. So you'll never see me voting to quit. However, some guys do it and they just rage quit and they make it harder for everybody else. And I like the challenge, but I'm not at the level of some of these other guys that I mentioned. So it's usually if they're giving up already, then it's hard to come back out on those games. But I'm level 18. I'm working on up. I'm not level 30 yet, so I'm not able to do any ranked games yet. As you can see, it's grayed out. I like to do the Swiftplay. We'll get into that really quick. I do a lot of co-op AI to work on some mechanics, but my mechanics suck, so I'm going to tell you right up front. So take this as maybe a way of not to play, but let's get into it. So we're going to get into Swiftplay. So we're going to confirm that. So you can see in here my main guys. They're gonna pop in here is Teemo, and then we got Warwick, and I'm using those right now to just kind of get better at them. We got Teemo. I'm running a hybrid AP, and then I'm running the Warwick press the attack. I do have a hybrid jungle, so I'm gonna run with the hybrid jungle. I do got Warwick locked in as a jungle. Got several characters that I own. I'm mainly a Caitlyn player or a Teemo player. And then my third best player would probably be Tryndamere. So Fogged, I get it. I'm all about spin to win, but we'll go from there. I don't have any skins or anything. I used to in my old account in seasons 1 through 4, but I lost all that stuff, so I just kind of start over. But here we are. So more than likely, I'll be getting Teemo first. And as I continue to build this, you'll enjoy this journey with me. Future videos, I'm not going to talk as much because this is my first League of Legends video. Just spend a little time with you. Other times, the next videos that I do, we're going to just get straight into it and have a good time and talk about silly stuff as well as while I'm playing. So let's go ahead and find a match. Let's see what we got going on. Wow, it's a long time to wait. So sometimes it doesn't take that long. But we get times out here that, you know, you might make that whole time, but 20, 30 seconds, usually the game kicks in. Yeah, we're running at 60 FPS, so that's not too bad. You know, we should be able to get some good quality play here. All right, 30 seconds. This is kind of boring. So for you new players out there, you get an idea of kind of how long it takes to get in the match sometime. This will help you out. Other games, I'm going to skip straight to it. We're going to just, the match is already going to be started, and I'll just say, hey, what's up, everybody playing whoever today? In whatever type of game. So this is Swiftplay blind. I don't get in blind too much because the blind is where we do our champion select and so forth. You can ban players and so forth, and that seems to get a lot more toxic than this. This is just people trying to play their best mains or whatever and getting straight into it. Wow, this is taking a long time. Yeah, put in the comments, you know, if you have any music that you like, songs that you like, you got any game recommendations. All right, so we got accepted in there. Let's see if this goes over. And it looks like we're off. All right, here we are. So waiting for everybody to populate in. So as I'm gone with Teemo, so probably going to go top. So I'm going to start it off with so we got my Doran's ring, and we got 2 health pots. I'm going to start off with the blinding dart. I like to have my camera centered. I'm not as good as some of these guys that actually use their cameras and they're able to use their mouse up here to kind of move down. If you can see when I move it off, I just don't have, I don't, it's hard for me to focus to do that. So good on you that are at that level. For your new players, if you're Teemo, you can hide in the brush really easily so they can't see you while you're there. You know, don't see them out here. If you wait here for a little bit, you'll go blind so they can't, or invisible so they can't see you. So this one, everybody's doing a little shift all, so see, good luck, have fun. So this is good sportsmanship, so I like that. So you see down here, guys are out here in the brush. They're just kind of protecting their blue. You got your mid lane, Viger. You got down here your bot lane, so they're playing around with each other a little bit. I'm waiting here. As I come out of this, I'm going to come out with some speed, so I'll have a little bit of extra attack speed. All right. Some of these players I'm not used to playing, so I used to have them a lot whenever, or different players in seasons 1 through 4. Top is missing. There we go. So last hitting with Teemo is really hard. So I try to get that in there. So I got 2 of the 3. I'm just not good at last hitting. Try to go back and forth, get a blind dart on him to kind of get him down. Grab that one really quick. Kind of just go back and forth, staying on this side, being mindful of the river because so he's getting a little aggressive here. I'm gonna get the blind and dart on him. So that was a bad trade. He definitely took some damage to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these pots, which is on my quick key of 2 on the keyboard. So I'm going to try to trade back and win a little bit of back. I want to get that minion over here. And they're already ganking top. That's good on that person. Oh, that's not good. And I can't go out there and get him because his... So what we're going to do is we're going to hit enemy missing. So that way they know. So just hit your wheel, use your control and then your mouse and move your wheel over. There is a shortcut in it. I'm not good at it, so I just play it like it is. Oh, that's a bad hit. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to freeze the lane a little bit. I'm going to end up using my blind dart on this because my last hit, I just don't do well on the canning this early game. I missed that. Misclicked. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and level up my W because it'll give me some movement speed. And then level back up my blinding dart. Okay. There he's back. Let's click on him. And okay, he's got Dorn shield, so he's still not quite as strong as me early game. And he's just in a nuisance. I'm gonna go ahead and use my pot. And I'm gonna go down here using my 4, pop in a ward so I can see when they're coming up to gank again. He's trying to bait me to go down. I don't like the idea that this wave is pushed into his tower. But I'm gonna just stay right here. Keep an eye out on that river. And then as he comes out and gets this, I will try to zap him with a blinding dart. Take away some of those creeps from him. River's clear. I don't know where the jungler is. And we're going to let that wave push back a little bit. So I have 800 gold. I'm not quite ready to go back and buy. But I have no more health pots. So I definitely want my next time that I'm beat down is to go ahead and back so I can have a little bit more damage and sustainability. Oh man, that's annoying. All right. Wow, so annoying. That was a lot of damage all at once. All right, so now I need a little bit of help. So I need Sismi. Okay, I can't hold him on here. I'm too low. He can dive me. But I definitely want to get this creep. They're going to try to dive me in my tower. I can't go out and help them. So any of these players that are at a different level than me, you would have been able to go out and help. But me, it's a kill for me. All right, we got to let that go. I have to be. So basically I press my B button and that allows me to automatically go back. Alright, so I have a preset item set. I'm going to start with Gnasher's Tooth. I definitely want to get in there. I just want to get a little bit of haste and start moving in here in this movement ability, or attack speed. I'll work on my boots next time around. Coming out of the base, I went ahead and pressed my W to get some movement speed to kind of get a little quicker back in the lane. As you can see, my summoner spells here, I only have I have my flash and then I have my ignite. I haven't had a need to use it yet, but I will. So I'm going to go ahead and put a mushroom there in case he tries to come up through the back. And then... Okay, so we have... Yeah, I'm not understanding how all that works, but... It was like there was 2 champs there. So, I don't have enough damage yet, so I'm not able to last hit those very easily. So I only have 25 creep score. Creep score meaning the amount of minions that I've killed for that gold. Alright, so I'm letting the lane try to hold. I want to keep it as close to me as possible. Just because I'm not good under turret and I'm vulnerable at this point. And getting that. Alright, so we got another mushroom. Want him to know that if they're going to come and get me, they're going to have to go through that field of mushrooms. Which is fine. I need to get another mushroom in here where I can take it out on... I missed that. That's sad. Emoji face sad. Okay. So right now I'm just getting slammed up here on top. Just not familiar with how to do this. Yeah, they're kind of... Yeah. So I just don't have enough to sustain right now. I'm at 1,000 gold. If we look back here, here I can get that. So I need 1,800 to complete out my Nashor's Tooth, which is going to maximize a little bit of my... Oh, gosh. Yeah, I got to... Oh, this... I'm not familiar with how to do this, so... That's... Yorick. It's a lot of physical damage. Yep, so not a lot of help from my jungler. My jungler should be able to see that he's playing aggressive to me, and that he's pushing me into my turret. So a good jungler would have already been up a lot more times than he has to give me that space, knowing that I don't scale well initially. I'm at level 7, so where York is at level 8, so he's leveled above me, and not only is he leveled above me, but he's so I want to push into his turret, get them to lose my went and reset the wave if I can. I'm gonna get my blinding dart here, try to get this first turret. Get them to blast that out just a little bit. Or put my ward into there. I hate this guy. I can't play him right. Yeah, so for my style of play, York's a good counter. Just because I have no early game, I got to scale. So late game, I'll be able to manhandle York. But right now, I can't level because I can't get to my minions. And yeah, he goes to town on me and I can't do nothing. I don't... Anybody got any tips and tricks out there on how to stop that, counter that? Because that's just way more range. That's more range than a Caitlyn, for example. And he just can walk up and bop my turret without any repercussions. That's like a Fog Tryndamere game, just bopping turrets all day long. So he's going to have to go right back through my minefield again. So So we've maxed out Blinding Dart. I have no way to kite this guy down very well. Because one, he's got a lot of range. Golly, those guys are annoying. And he does them when my minion wave isn't there, so that's good on him for playing. Definitely outplayed by him. So just kind of kite him a little bit. And so we want to ask for help. Assist me. Golly, I can't do nothing. So once again, when my minions are not there, he throws it out. So it's well played on his part. I'm not used to playing against York, so I don't know how to fix this. Alright, so he's through there, through the back way. Okay, I don't even know what that's about. Alright, I got the 127 gold. That was huge. I have enough to finish out my core item, Noxious Tooth, which is going to give me a lot of attack speed, some ability haste. Alright. Once again, he does that when my minion wave is weak. So my team's not really responding. They've come up to gank me now. This will be the third or fourth time that they come up, and I've only seen my jungler once, knowing that I'm pushing a turret. I have I can't fight them. I'm done. So there was nothing I could do. They could get my turret. My guys are stuck on the bottom. You see this. There's nothing I can do. So this is one of those games. It's going to be tough to play. I need 500 gold to finish out my Noshers. I just got some movement speed, so I focused my boots. Yeah, so there's nothing I can do. This is not my best Teemo game. I played Teemo much better than this, but right now I just don't have a good team comp. So what I'm going to do, because now the laning phase is pretty much done, I'm going to get some creeps scored, try to get my creeps up, because as you can see right now I'm only at about 49 versus the York's 90. So he's out leveled me. He's at a level 10 or level 11 to my 10. He's got more creeps than me because I haven't been able to farm because he was zoning me out really good. So it's good on him. So we're going to get some creeps here. All right. Get that. We're going to get this. Once we get the creeps that we need, then I'm going to go ahead and work my way up and start laning with my team. So York is now in the middle. I'm going to take the middle tower, and there's not a lot we can do. I need to rotate. So now I'm going to rotate through. I can't stop that tower. But my team are focusing the wrong things. Yeah, York scaled too much. He's at level 12, I'm level 11. He's got 101 creeps to my 60. I mean, come on. Let's go. So if we stay as a team together, we can try to push this turret. That's what we should be doing, is getting objectives. And this is just this level of play. So, we got to retreat. I'm going to pop one here. I'm going to pop one here. If they try to come in, that's choke points right there for them. So if they go through, we can at least slow them down. I can complete my main item finally. So we'll get another choke point right there. I need to get a more damage ability, and I do that through attack speed. Alright, that's good. Hit my shroom. That's good. There we go. Get in there. Blinded him. Got a slain. There you go. Play as a team. Okay. Nah, you shouldn't have wasted that. Yeah, owned. Okay. Now we need to get this turret. So everybody needs to focus together. All right. I do need the back, so I've gotten quite a bit of gold. I really need to make my damage count. So right now, if I stayed in, which is fine, I can help my team, but we're losing the bottom turret there. So 400. That's good that we got the turret on the top, but we lost the turret in doing so. Okay, so all right, so I got smacked pretty hard. So unfortunately, I got to go back and get some more. I can finish my Rylai's. So the reason why I got Rylai's, it wasn't as good as like it was in Season 1. Season 1, it was OP, which was, it made my mushrooms where I could perma-slow anybody that ran into it. I wish League would increase Rylai's. I'm going to try to sustain York here in the middle. He's getting ready to take this tower. And we're going to get that. He's just so strong. Okay. Yep. That mushroom's good. Slowed him down a little bit, which is good. But he's already done the damage to the tower. York is really strong. OP. Good job, York. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. So the team needs to really stay together as much as possible. And then we need to peel off just to kind of sustain until we can rotate together. So this is a common fallacy at this level of play. You won't see it as much in like the fogged games and the TC swag because those guys are just bosses. Okay, throw a mushroom on there. Somebody's going to hit that. It's going to perma slow some folks. All right. So we're getting out in here. That helped. It got me a couple assists now. So we want to get in here as they roll through there. They're going to hit that shroom, hit this other shroom as they continue to go up if they're that silly. Viger, you got to hit that. I need you to hit your... Okay. Alright, let's try to get this turret now. We got to get this bad boy. Way to zone him off. That's good. We needed that. So part of the way of winning these games is going to be grouping together and getting objectives. So our guys are not really good at trying to hit objectives.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, Yorick is just doing his thing. You can't. Let me get that, and then we're going to get the next item. So in my build set, Riftmaker is good and Leandra's Torment. York is kind of a beast right now. I'm going to go ahead and get the Leandries, but Deathcap would serve me well too. Let me hit a choke point here. Get a mushroom there. 12 seconds before my next mushroom comes out. We're going to lose this tower. So now they have access to get to our base by losing the tower. Nice. We needed that. Get in here. Choke point. And now we have to push. No, 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 no. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. We need to get this. Another choke point to give us some protection. We need to get in the same spot that they are. So taking this tower, they're gonna be up in a few seconds. We need to get this one and go. Alright. Alright, so this has kind of got us back into the game. No, 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 no. Alright, we can't save him. Come on, Viger. Let's go. Alright, I want to hit this choke point with a shroom and then I'm out of here. Boom. Done. Just slows them down, it bothers them. Good job, Viger. So I want to go back. I want to go a little further back because they are coming up. Alright, I got 42 gold. Back in seasons 1 through 4, I used to say I have a ton of money. Gotta go spend my money. I'm rich. Alright, let's just try to get death cap. I want to get in there and get some really good AP damage. Yorick went with Trinity, so he's going that AP bruiser build instead of more of a tank, so he's definitely strong. We can protect the rift, but so we have Champ on the bottom. So I'm not using any of my summoner spells because I want to be able to transition and peel off of this. So we're going to try to get it. We got it. We got it. We got it. All right, cool. We got Baron. So now I was able to peel off. And let's just get a little bit more rough mushrooms out there because we want to really choke them out. We have these guys working for us. We really need to be staying middle. But once again, this is what you get at this elo. We have one going back to help protect, which is fine. Okay. See, we're just too much. At this point, we can win the game. This game can be over with right now. Let's finish it. Let's finish it. So this will be a good game to show just kind of how we can finish it. Late game coming in, 4 and 6. So definitely able to come up better from where I was in the early game. We can end this game. And good game. GG to all. I didn't get to say all. Okay, so there it is. So we got a victory out of that. So you can see a lot of the errors in playing. So Viger was nice, so I'm going to give him that. And then Yorick was a boss, so I got to honor him. We don't see this a lot in the games that the other guys are doing, but give the people honor where it's deserved on both sides of the house. So I appreciate you, Yorick. You're a boss, man. Keep doing what you do. Bardo gave me a like, so let's continue in there and see what's going on. So Bardo was my Nautilus, okay? He was 1-1 and 16, so really good support, just crushing it out there. You can see my KDA was 5.0, so I was the third best on my team, and actually better than most of the people on the other team. And quite surprisingly, well, Yorick is 3-1 and 1. But he had the most gold on his team. He was really strong. But if you look at that, I was 4-2 and 6. We did 9,000 damage, so you can see the Teemo doesn't have as much poke, and it took me a long time to build because Yorick zoned me off right. And that challenge was in my jungler, which was Brar, just didn't come up to the top enough. So I had a good build there. It was okay, I guess. Did a lot of damage, but he just didn't do any damage up into my lane. So because I got zoned off, if you look at that, even with me being zoned off and getting 2 early kills for me because they kept rushing into my turret and just going after me, especially when my minions weren't there, and I couldn't get a good creep score, meaning the amount of minions that I was able to kill. So definitely impacted me, but late game I started coming alive. So, but I did earn a decent amount of gold. I have second most gold on my team. So if we go some more advanced details, we can look at how that compared out. So numbers wise, KDA, I absolutely crushed York in the late game. But my largest killing spree was 4. Remember, I had 2 deaths before I even started killing anybody, so I was able to come back on the end of it. And once again, this is the Zelo. I'm not anybody special compared to some of these folks out there. But my largest multi-kill was 1. I've gotten a few pentas in my time and quadras and triple kills, but today is not going to be one of them. But my crowd control score, 35, so not too bad. But that's compliments of those mushrooms. But now when we look at that, my physical damage to champions, just not a lot, but my magic damage was up there pretty good. True damage, total damage dealt. But now let's look at how much damage I've taken. My damage taken, actually, for being as much pressured as I was up on top for Yorick, I really sustained well. So it didn't take a lot of damage. A little bit of magic damage taken, compliments of Yorick and his layout. But I did place 3 wards. This guy just went ham on wards, so did him, so that's good. So vision was good on that part. Vision score was 3. I only placed 2 wards, but 9 and 8 respectively. But these guys went crazy on the wards, so they had better vision than us. When we look at my gold earned, so I only got 82 minions, and look at York, 181. So he had 100 more minions than me. If it was just me against him, he would absolutely crush me. So York is definitely a great counter to Teemo as far as this level and style of play. I'm sure TC Swag can go in there and crush with York with Teemo and would have just absolutely destroyed him, melted him. Look at those towers. I got 2 towers. I got an inhibitor. So I was able to contribute to the team. So even though my score itself and damage dealt and damage received doesn't look like I really did a lot, you look at the intangible things that we did. Also my movement, my rotation. Hey, I noticed they were going to take a turret, rotate, put a little pressure. Even though they take the turret, at least they don't get the next turret. And even though I didn't talk or ping to my team very much, still mention about how we need to stay together, roll the middle, stay with the objectives, hit everything the way we need to. So this is some of that gameplay that's missed at this level. And once again, we're talking bronze elo. So here I am, bronze, 950 points. I'm unranked. Don't have any ability to get in there, get a little bit of level honor. I'll continue to level up. You guys will watch me level up as I get into the next level. You guys might see me make it to gold again. Maybe platinum, maybe diamond, or however the elos are set up. I'd like to play with a little bit of better players, so then at least I'm with better decision makers, which will help me out and definitely in the early game laning. If you got a bully like Yorick or Tryndamere just crushing up on Teemo, well, Tryndamere is easier to kite because he doesn't have any an AoE range damage like what he was throwing his little minions out at me. So York can just poke you that way, whereas Tryndamere, I can kite you and slow you down and sustain in lane. You might push into my tower, which is probably the best defense, because if you're a Tryndamere player and you know anything about Teemo, or you're a bruiser player like Draven or Darius or any of those guys, Malphite and so forth and so on, you push him into the tower knowing that Teemo doesn't have a lot of damage early game, so it's hard for him to last hit. So he's got to use his blind and dart to get those last hits to put that magic damage in there, so he can increase the amount of creep score that you get early game. So York played it well, so that's why I had to honor him. Anyway, that's 44 minutes in here. All of my other videos are probably going to be shorter, with the exception of some of the gameplay. Keep a lookout on Dragon Quest. I'll be pushing that in there, playing it on the console. I'm actually going to be using a Nintendo Switch controller when I'm playing that, and you guys are going to see the 3DS version of Dragon Quest 8 as we go through each section of the game. and I'll break it down and spend my time in said section, just to record it and put it out there and get people familiar with the series, and try to get the game done by sections and miss a little bit of the grinding part of it, so that way we can expedite it. So even though I might have 10 or 12 hours into the game, you'll see like 4 or 5 hours of gameplay in total going through each of the modules until we beat the game. I'll do the same thing with Dragon Quest 11. I'll do that, play that on my console. I have the Switch Definitive Edition. I'm looking at getting the PC version. Might play it on the PC, but that's coming down the pike. But anyway, great having you guys on here. Like I said, the future videos will be a lot shorter. I'll be a lot more fun. Straight to the point, get to it, chat with you, talk a little bit about what I'm doing in there. Maybe I'll do like Trevor Martin, get a little bit more in character in some of the games and just have some fun with it. Kind of an old dude, so I'm almost 50 years old and just love doing this. So I've been playing games for a long time. So a lot of respect to those young and old that still play and do your thing. Look forward to seeing you next time. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and show your support and love out there. And help me grow the channel if this is what you like. There's something else that you'd like me to do, especially when it comes to worship music and disc golf and those types of things, I'm all on board. So just let me know, and I'll start getting some of the folks that I'm connected with here to build on that. But until then, till I see you all again, peace, cheers. As Cool Kevmo does and his cooking, cheers everybody. Yeah, have a good one, and we'll see you on the flip side. Take care. Peace.